Hello students, welcome to class 12 physics. In this video we are going to continue chapter 9, that is ray optics and optical instruments. And now here today we will be discussing various terms that is related to the convex and concave mirror. So this is the concave mirror and here there is different terms, that is here you can see we are having F, we are having C. Here F indicates principal focus. Here this is C, that stands for center of curvature. Here you can see capital R, that is the radius of curvature. Here small f is the focal length. Here Q dash, this is called as aperture. And these you can see the center line, the main line, that is the principal axis, and the rays that is close to this principal axis, that you can see with this yellow line, that is the paraxial rays. So let us start the definition of different terms. So first we will see what is center of curvature. Now see, generally we know that if we take a circle, then we define the center by O, right? But here we are not having the circle, we are not having the sphere, we are just having the concave mirror. So this concave mirror is actually made from the spherical shell. So consider these as the spherical shell, and from the spherical shell we are taking a part of that, and this part is made as the mirror. So if this mirror, if it was the whole, because this part is made from what? The whole spherical shell. So if we consider this whole spherical shell, then this is the center of the shell, right? Now from this we are cutting up this part. And making this portion as the concave mirror. But the center remains the same. So the center is called as the center of curvature. So we can say the center of the spherical shell from which the mirror is made, that is called as center of curvature. So let us write the definition. From here you can see we are having this part. So if it was the whole spherical shell, then this center is the center of curvature. So center of the spherical shell from which the mirror is made is called as the center of curvature. Now see, if it was the whole spherical shell, right? This is the center of the spherical shell. So it is called as center of curvature. And we know for the circle, from this point to any point on the circle, that is termed as the radius of the circle, right? So over here also, the portion cut from the spherical shell which we consider as the mirror, right? So from this point, that is from the mirror to this point, that is center of curvature, this distance is called as the radius of curvature, right? So we can say the radius of the spherical shell from which mirror is made is called as radius of curvature, or another thing you can write here, it is the distance from the center of curvature to this pole, that is called as radius of curvature. This is the definition that is given in your textbook. The distance from the pole of the mirror to the center of curvature is called as radius of curvature. Now we are having the center line. Why it is the center line or the main line? Because it is passing from the center of curvature and the pole. So we can say the axis or the line or the ray that is passing from the center of curvature and the pole of the mirror, that is called as the principal axis. The ray that passes through the center of curvature and the pole is called as the principal axis, or you can also call it as main axis. Okay, now you can see these rays that is passing through the center of curvature and pole, right? But there are many different rays of light that will be incident on the mirror. Apart from this light, there are many rays of light that will be incident on the mirror. These is called as main axis because it is passing through the center of curvature. But any other rays that will be incident on the mirror, right, that are close to this principal axis, that is called as paraxial rays, right? You can see over here I have written paraxial rays, and those are the rays which is very close to principal axis. So students, you may note down these terms. Let us see another term, aperture. So here the diameter of this mirror, that is QQ dash, is called as aperture. Now, let us see the term focal plane. Here we are having the principal focus that is denoted by capital L. So the plane that passes through this point, that passes through this principal focus in such a way that that plane should be perpendicular to this principal axis. It is called as the focal plane. The plane that passes through the principal focus and is perpendicular to the principal axis is called as focal plane. Okay. Now focal length. Here from focal principal focus to this pole, this distance is termed as the focal length. So you can write the distance from the pole to the principal focus is called as focal length. So you may note down this different terms. Now let us see the sign convention. That is, here we have taken the mirror. This is the principal axis. So all the distances that are measured towards the incident ray, that is considered as positive. So here is the incident ray direction. So the distance that is measured towards the incident ray, that is in the direction of the incident ray, then it is considered as positive. And if we take the distance away from this incident ray, that is opposite to that of the incident ray, then that direction is considered as negative. Now here, whenever we measure the height above the principal axis, that is considered as positive, and if we measure the height below the principal axis, that is considered as negative. In short, we can say you can use this xy coordinate logic, that from the origin to this side all the measurements are positive, from origin to this side all the measurements are negative, from origin to upper direction all the measurement in upper direction, that is positive, and all the measurement from the origin in the downward direction is negative. So you can remember and take the logic for the xy coordinate system. So you may note down the sign convention.